Have you ever wondered how traders are using the Fibonacci retracement tool to make daily entries, positions in the market every day, every week, every month, every year? In this video, we're going to discuss one deadly way to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. And by the end of this video, you are going to learn how to use it like a pro, where to set your stop loss and take profit based on the fibs, how to manage your trades, and of course, how to maximize your returns. First of all, what is the Fibonacci retracement tool? Now, as the name would imply, a retracement tool, retracement, which simply means pullback. And this means what? It means with the trend. If you are going to be looking at the market, if on a downtrend in this manner, a pullback, that is exactly what we're talking about here. Pullback, retracement, and then the price continues, and then another pullback. So these pullbacks we are talking about is going to be based on the Fibonacci retracement tool that helps us to enter based on the pullbacks over here. And this is going to be very, very key, very, very powerful, whether you're looking at the trend, whether down or up, based on the day, based on the week, based on the month, and so on. We're also going to be looking at this based on the different types of traders. You could either be a scalper, intraday, swing, or position trader. So we're going to look at some examples now, which is going to help us to understand much better. And we're going to be taking this chart. It's a random chart. And we're going to look at some other random charts that will help us to understand better how to use this deadly tool, the Fibonacci retracement, from the scalper all the way down to the position trading style. If you look at what we have right in front of us, right, the first thing that we can say is that this is quite all right. It's the hourly time frame. Here is information from Friday, right? This video is being done today, Friday. And then here, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Monday, right? So I'm going to use the information from this week to help us to understand better. And we're going to start from the scalper stroke, the intraday's point of view. Now, as a scalper intraday, you want to attack the market from that particular day. So let's start from this day of Monday, right? Scalper is each day. So if you're going to draw the Fibonacci retracement tool, you're going to first of all look at the trend, the movement of the market. When the market started from here, you can see that it went up. So as it went up, you would have been, thinking of buying, because as it went up, you would want a situation where as it went up here, on a pullback, on a retracement, either to the key levels of 38.2, 50, or 61.8. Those are the key levels that we pay attention to. We also have the 23.6, but it's not as strong as the other three. So on a pullback over here, you'd have been looking for an entry somewhere here. And as you can see, you would have had a loss over here because the market pushed further down. Fine, the market pushed further down, and then you had a loss. But then the tool is still a powerful one. It's still a powerful one in the sense that now we're going to do something. We're going to look at this tool. Still on that day, what happened? As the market went down in this manner, from here to here, you can see this green candle showing a pullback. If we draw the same Fibonacci retracement tool on that same Monday, from the highs over here to the lows over here, you'll notice something. That price did what? Price pulled back to the area of 50 Fibonacci retracement. You'd have gotten your entry here. Don't forget, we're using this tool to understand the entry and, of course, where to set your stop loss and take profit. So entry over here at the 50 Stop loss would have been above like 61.8. And then your conservative take profit would have been at the lows over here, right? But then most times I like it when we have a situation of price potentially breaking out further. So your entry would have been here. Don't forget, this is for scalping stroke intraday. So your entry would have been here, stop loss here, take profit here, and then you'd have had about a risk of 1 to a reward of 2. That is the maximizing of your returns aspect. What if you allowed it to break here, meaning that you waited to see if it was going to break this area? You can see this big candle, hourly candle, it broke and then closed over here. That means that your entry from here, stop loss from here, take profit from here would have helped you to maximize even further and you'd have made more at the end of the day, right? So this is for the aspect of scalping stroke intraday. And I'm going to clean this off and I'm going to show you how you can still use this tool, because if you look at it closely and then you notice for the next day you have the price starting here. And then from here, you had a pullback, right? Now I'm going to do something now. I'm going to draw the same Fibonacci retracement tool from the start of that day, right? From here, the start of that day, and to this point, this lows over here. So for Tuesday, this is what we have for Tuesday. You notice something. Price did what? Started here, go to a low over here, and then pull back. Where did it pull back to? You can see it pulled back to the 50 stroke 61.8. Well, actually pull back to 38.2, 50, and then 61.8. So clearly your stop loss would have been above the 61.8. Remember, we're using this deadly tool to identify where to set your stop loss and of course, where to set your take profits. And then look at what happened over here. Entry at about 56.1.8, stop loss above, take profit here, and that was what happened. It even came back again and then gave us another entry that same day, which went all the way down. It didn't get to the lows that day, but the next day it even went further down. And that's why we said you can use this tool for the scalping intraday perspective or even for the swing trading perspective. For the swing trading perspective, as another example, let's delete this one. It simply means you're looking at it from a longer perspective, combining the days, not just one day that we have been looking at it based on Monday, Tuesday, and so on. But now you're looking at it combining the days. Let's assume from Monday, you draw all the way down to here, which was Wednesday. You drew all the way down to Wednesday's lows over here. Now look at what happened over here from Wednesday. All the way down. It pulled back. It didn't quite get to 38.2, but this would have been a beautiful entry. You can see we said the drawing from Monday over here. This is Tuesday and then Wednesday for swing trading, meaning that it's more than a day. Scalping intraday is that same day, but from swing trading is more than that day. We're still using the same time frame, by the way. We're still using 1 hour time frame, but now we're combining days. If it's going to be like a higher level of swing or even position, you could easily move over to 4 hours time frame, meaning that you're now combining weeks together. Well, look at what happened. If price had gotten back to this here, to this area here, and you can see over here at 38.2, previously it acted as a form of support. You can combine this for confluence with support with resistance levels. You'd have gotten an entry here or maybe even here, and then look at what happened. It dropped down even further. So you need to understand this Fibonacci retracement tool. It is very, very deadly, very, very powerful, and it works on all time frames from the scalper, intraday, swing position, time frame perspective. You could easily move over to other, let's delete this one first of all. You could move over to other instruments. Let's look at, as example, let's look at Euro USD, the popular Euro USD instrument. And then as we did earlier, just as we did earlier, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, let's actually mark them. Friday here, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Monday. From this perspective, I'm going to show you something, right? Because Monday was all over the place in this manner, was all over the place, where you could have still found an entry based on scalping intraday perspective. But I want us to look at this from the swing position. From here, which was the start of Tuesday, it ended up here. This high is over here. So if you were going to draw a Fibonacci from the lows over here, marking all the way to the highs, or even marking to previous area of these highs here, you can see we had a pullback here to 38.2. We started drawing this from Tuesday. On Thursday, you would have gotten an entry on the pullback. Don't forget, we said something very, very key. We said that what is this Fibonacci retracement tool? We said it is a tool to trade with the trend based on pullbacks, based on the fact that price should come back, should retrace. It's going to either retrace to 38.2, 50, or 61.8 levels. And then this is where we will be able to get our entry positions. Entry that will help us to know where to set the stop loss and take profit. And in this case, you get your entry over here at 38.2, and setting your stop loss over here below 61.8 will be a bit of a stretch. For this scenario, you can set your stop loss probably just below 50. And you can see from here to here, this highs, this would have been about 1 to 2, no, probably 1 to 3. That means that you've been able to maximize your returns efficiently, because over here today, Friday, price actually go back to the highs here, and then you'd have cashed out 1 to 3 reward. Now, that is a fantastic trade. So, the purpose of this Fibonacci retracement tool is to be able to do what? Is to be able to use it in a deadly professional way to enter the market, to set your stop loss and take profit appropriately, to manage your trades, and of course, to maximize your returns. So this is a key reason why you need this. Now, if this video has been helpful, right, I want you to do something. Come next week, or come whenever you watch this video. Make sure you watch it very well. Make sure you implement this Fibonacci retracement tool either from the scalping, intraday, swing, or position perspective. Implement it and get back to us with your findings. Trust me, it is going to blow your mind. So I want to say thank you guys for watching the video. And of course, stay tuned for more engaging videos. We're going to do more on the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'll show you live examples as well. And then also, we'll do videos on analysis from different perspectives. If you don't want to miss out on any of this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and then comment below. Thank you guys. It has indeed been a good one. Enjoy the rest of the day and trade safely. Cheers.